Well, this video was meant to start a bit better than this one. We've just got the car out of the garage. We're meant to go for alignment at Andy's garage today. However, the Furious Frog is testing me today. So we drove the car in initially. We did all the work, all the little bits and bobs, the suspension, all the rest of it. It's all back together. Brakes are bled, everything. And then we've just tried to drive the car back out, and there's no drive at all. At first we thought, oh, maybe we just haven't bled the clutch, but the clutch operates perfectly. Maybe there's something wrong with the box, but the box again engages gears perfectly. Quick look underneath and you're seeing that the near side shaft is spinning, no problem, but obviously the
it shouldn't be when you stand still.
So it looks straight away like we've got a broken near side outer CV. So it was meant to be a nice, easy, clean day today, but it looks like we're going to have to get mucky. So we'll get the car back in the garage and we'll get it up on the ramp, and chances are we're going to have to pull this near side shaft off and have a look at it. But I mean, it looks like the CV's knockout. 1 to 10, how pissed off are you?
Not really.
Not really?
About 11.
About 11?
Didn't want to get dirty, did you?
I didn't either. I've got loads of stuff to do today. Got to go and pick the S3 up as well.
Definitely a clean job.
How
are them?
Oh, while we're here, what do you think of the arches? Them ones there. Woo! We'll talk more about that later. Alright, it's definitely goose that, like, isn't it? So now we've got the shaft out of the car and it looks in pretty good nick, to be honest. Really quite surprised by that. The CV itself, for all it looks a little grubby, it's actually got really good grease in there. It actually engages the shaft, no problem whatsoever. So I don't actually think it's the problem with the CV itself. It's more than likely self-inflicted because we've had the front sort of hub dangling a little bit when we've been putting all the new suspension on and what have you. And it just looks like the shaft is actually popped out of the CV. So maybe it's the circlip on the CV wasn't in good nick. I don't know. So either way, it looks like it's alright. And I mean, from what I can tell, my professional opinion, it's probably Spencer's fault.
I've got your luminous jacket on.
It's Spencer's fault. Okay, so with that in mind, well, I think all we'll do is we'll go off and we'll get a new boot kit, because this one's a little grubby. We'll get some fresh grease, and then we'll also get some new boot clamps as well, which will be part of the kit. So disaster averted. We'll nip off now and see if we can get it, and we'll get this put back together. Hopefully still get the alignment done today.
What doing?
So it turns out that when this was spinning in the CV, that just this front edge rounded off just ever so slightly, and now it means that each of these little spline teeth, so these teeth here, they're just rounded over slightly on the edge. So now I've got to take the file, round them and just open up them teeth ever so slightly. Every single one of them. That's how you do it. State of this place already. All this because you didn't do that properly, Spencer.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, Spencer tends to get the blame for most things.
I don't make mistakes.
No.
It's obviously just came off the circlip, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We've had that dangling, it's pulled it off, and the stupid thing is we probably could have went in and like pulled it in, but you don't know, you don't know. Anyway, happy with that. Let's get the clamps on. I can shut the bonnet and lift it up an inch more. I'll just You'll struggle. You'll be the martyr for the drive shaft, eh? You'll just struggle on and get the job done, eh? Public service announcement. It may be worth mentioning at this point that Spencer is a little hungover. Which is why he's a bit of a mod.
Sometimes you just want things to work. Just the odd time. Once would do.
Aye.
Just the once.
It's all good fun, man.
Now we'll go and get it aligned.
Right, epic fail today. The car's back in the garage because when we went to go to Andy's garage and get the jumpy done, he wasn't in. It is Good Friday, so we'll let him off with that, to be fair. He did say he was going to be in. I think he's going to open it up tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get down tomorrow and get the geometry done then. In the meantime now, Spencer's going to take us and get the S3, because that's been in the paint shop, getting a few little bits of the arches. It was just starting to bubble up in a few little places, and that's now done. So we'll go and pick that up now. So you never know, there might be a little bit of S3 action in the video. Ooh. Looks mint, doesn't it now? Not that I could tell, like I couldn't tell that it had been painted before. You could, obviously.
Makes a lot of noise.
Oh, it makes noise.
The dog doesn't like it.
No.
Back.
Wait till he launches it over here.
I don't do that, man, honest.
Standard, you'd with 80k on the clock, you'd still get 4 grand.
That's what I mean, aye, so. Oosh. Aye, no, aye. So that's me, got the S3 back now. Fresh out the body shop, so all the little tiny bits of rust, I'll probably insert pictures now of the little bits on the arches starting to really knock us, so I'm getting that done now. So the car's immaculate. I might even get some decent shots of it later on. So now I've got to go and pick, well, I'm going to go and look at some wheels, should I say. I want some wider wheels for the Lupo so that I can widen the track a little bit, and the wheels that I've seen should fit the build pretty much perfect. But I've got to go to Teesside to get it, so I put a fresh chunk of petrol in the car. I'm going to enjoy going for a nice drive, so come along and I'll take you with me. Right, wheels in the bag, or the car as it were. I really, can you see them? I really hope these fit. I really do. They should fit. No, they will fit. Pretty sure they'll fit. Check out that old beast. Woo! Gosh. Hey Weasel. What was that? Gonna say hello? So here's the new rims that I've just been to Teesside for. Rotor Kushas. I think that's how you say it anyway. But these are a 15 by 8 inch rim. They've got an ET of 0 and they currently have some nigh on immaculate and brand new 595 RSR tyres, so really good nick. I mean, there's 300 pounds worth of tyres there, so can't complain with that. I need to get some spigot rings because these are 63 and I need to take it down to 57.1. But I mean, the wheels themselves are absolutely immaculate. Really happy with them. Got them off a nice guy called Kirk. Blinding. So today is a new day, and this time the Lupo has made it out the garage, which is a good sign because we're going to take it to get the alignment done now. Really happy about that, and I'm really happy about the fact that I've got the S3 back now. I haven't had it for 2 months, and it's a bit of a shit out of having a car that you really like that you haven't had. But Graham has done a really good job on the paint, so not really that bad. However, it did punish us for not giving it some attention lately. I drove that all the way to Teesside and all around Newcastle yesterday, and only when I got home did it then decide to dump its power steering fluid on the drive. The wife wasn't really happy about that. Like, I mean, I know it's only a tiny bit, it's not exactly Adam Smith type of levels. But she wasn't happy, so that's why the S3 is now in the garage, and now I've got that to fix. So sort one thing out, got to fix another. It's just the life you lead, I think. Anyway, enough of that. We're going to get down Simpson's garage now and get the alignment done on the Lupo, so come along.
Long awaited, but finally going to get some alignment done. Just while Nick gracefully gets himself sorted in his adult baby chair.
I'd mind the seatbelt like that. Right, so the first job today is we're going to set the camber for the car. We're going to run about 2.5 degrees negative camber, and we'll set it using this, which is a Gunson track right camber gauge. It's pretty accurate, to be fair. It's not too bad, and I mean, it doesn't take the place of four-wheel alignment, which we will do eventually, just to dial in the rears as well, like I've said on previous videos. But for now, this is easily good enough, and we normally run 2.5 degrees negative camber and then completely parallel tow. So the first thing we'll do is we set the camber on both sides, and then we'll track the car, and then it should drive nice.
Oh, Jack. Wait, what do you want? Oh, I
So do they not end up just snapping the clip?
seeing them up here there, and they'd just be like, "Look at me! I have an intercooler." Move. I think it's sticky side me up here and hacked completely to the border out.
Right. Let's do it. Not the daylight. But enough right. Boom! Done. Cup of tea.
What happens now after tea? Obviously tea, then boost!
Hey Fizzy, what are you doing? So that is it. Car's back on the drive now, all aligned. You can see from here we've got good camber there. So that's at about just under 3 degrees both sides, which I'm pretty happy with. That's not far off what we're using anyway. I was going to go for 2.5. I went for 3 just to give it a whirl. And if we need to change it, we'll change it. So suspension fitted, all tightened up, all the bolts checked as well. I think we're ready for a track day, aren't we?
Definitely.
So I think we'll look into getting a track day booked pretty soon. I know there's one Teesside, I think it's the middle of May, but that's a good way off. Hopefully there's one, maybe he's kicking around at Croft, which we'll be able to get on. We've still got loads to do as well, to be fair. We've got some aero stuff coming up, which is going to be pretty cool. You'll either love it or you hate it kind of stuff. I love it. Obviously, there's some more information coming about the arches. We've clagged them arches on, they're just like JDM style arches. I still need to cut the inner arch out a little bit. We've got the new wheels to go on as well. And some little fettling under the engine bay as well, so plenty to go on, as well as the up and coming track days. And then there's that monstrosity that is the S3, which still needs work done as well. We've got a lot going on, and Spencer's car I think needs some attention as well, as always. Anyway, we'll end this video now. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.